boys, ladies and gentlemen, we got a crazy one on our hands today. Apparently this game has superseded Tribe 9, superseded Black Beacon. It has taken the crown. This game is so diabolical on its launch that it actually is making Genshin Impact, or should I say Hoyoverse, look generous. I've been seeing this feedback on Twitter, on posts, everywhere. But not only that, I've seen several to dozens of content creators popping off about how greedy and shitty this game actually is. Now, I've been hearing the rumors. I want to go over some of these things with you and share my own thoughts on it. It's pretty comical to me, but people are saying it's dead on arrival. And from what I'm seeing, I think it might be speed running to EOS. It might give Tribe 9 a run for its money. I don't know. Let's go ahead and check it out. Stella Sora in the spotlight for today. First up, we've got our friendly neighborhood hero, the #1 criticizer of gacha games, my brother in arms, M-Tash. All right, M-Tash is already popping off. Let's just give it a quick little refresh here.
Hi, everyone.
He's already popping off. I read a comment down here that blew my socks off, but I just want to take a quick gander at this part because I listened to him right here, and this part kind of just blew my mind. Let's just let him just take it away here real quick.
Economy of pulls in this game, this is terrible. Once we get into
Yo, you want to know what's funny? I'm gonna turn that up, bro. Bro did a laugh that just said 1,000 words to me.
I'm gonna game. This is terrible. Once we get into the shops, I'm gonna show you. This is
Yo, that laugh told a lot,
terrible.
bro.
But it's a very important thing to note. Your first copy is at 120 pulls. If you want to get dupes of the character, because they do have talents that are like passives that get stronger and stronger, it is 160 further pulls to get another copy.
And that is a 50-50. Now, here's the thing. I was reading this comment section just to see what they were saying, and I don't think MTAS mentioned this in the video. This shit is diabolical. I ain't gonna even cap to you. This shit is diabolical. And there's a lot more that MTAS is gonna cover that's fucking hilarious. But the 120 pull pity is a soft pity. And if you hit 120 pulls on the very first copy of a character, it is guaranteed, right? No 50-50. That sounds amazing. Now, get this, dog, because this shit was wild, bro. Let me find the comment, dog, because this shit was crazy. Oh, here it is. I found it. You missed a critical point. In this game, there isn't any next guaranteed after losing 50-50. This shit is wild. That means you can lose X number of 50-50s depending on your luck. Same for the 120 pull guarantee. If you win an early 5-star and the 50-50, you lose it, you start over and you have to get back to 120 to guarantee it, which means you can continue losing 50-50s before you reach 120 and never get the guarantee. The guarantee only occurs on the 120th pull. Now, you might be thinking, Smack, you're getting one guy. Another dude, like way up top, said the exact same thing. These are people like sharing their fucking experiences, guys. Here's note. I lost a 50-50 after 10 pulls. I thought, ooh, I'm guaranteed next pull. But after another 10 pull, I lost another 50-50. In simple terms, there is no guaranteed pity after losing your 50-50 because I lost not once, but uninstalled so fast. Yo, there's no way this shit can't be real, dog. All right, hold on. I had to get that context in. Let him kidding.
It is a 2% pull rate, and there is a 50-50.
Okay, now I want to be clear here. 2% is actually really fucking solid. Now, I'm not defending these motherfuckers. They are cooked. They are beyond cooked. But Genshin Impact is a 0.6 to get a 5-star. 0.6. Wuwai, I think, is 0.8. I think it's 2%, 0.2% higher than Genshin. And then Reverse 1999 is 1%. This game is a 2%. That's really high, actually, when you consider the prior things. But when you listen to the rest of this shit, it's just diabolical. First of all, everything I just said already is horrible. Fuck that 2% chance. This shit is horrible, but it gets worse.
On my account, I lost the 50-50. I pulled a character. It wasn't the banner character. Love to see that. That feels so bad. I absolutely despise 50/50s in games. But then they have a weapon banner as well. So not only do they get the regular banner, they've got the weapon banner as well. And you start looking through this. It's a 75/25. Again, you can have a
that pisses me off more than 50/50s. It really does. Because there's still a chance for you to lose that shit. Like, people are like, oh, it's better. I'm like, bro, fuck that, man.
failure on these banners. If we go down here and we look at the pity, 120 polls in order.
So and that's important. He's emphasizing that because he's basically saying, like, you know, normally like weapon banners is a little bit better. The same shit. Exact same pity. Not a little better at all.
In order to get this, hold on, this is where it's going to start getting real crazy. So we start looking at getting those characters and how many requirements if you want to get a character and their weapon. But let's go look at the shop and let's have a little discussion about the money required to do this. The monthly pass that almost every game like this does, $5 pass. It gives you 11 pulls.
I never thought in my wildest dreams I would be looking at a game almost in 2026 that is making Genshin Impact's dog shit monetization system look generous. Genshin Impact gives, I believe, roughly around 19 pulls. It's 2,700 plus 300 divided by 160, right? So it's 3,000 divided by 160, whatever the fuck that is. I think it's like 18.75, something like that. This game gives 11 pulls. Oh my God, bro.
It's 300 dust in order to do one pull. This is giving 2,700, but then you get the 600 to start this off. You're getting 11 pulls for $5. Some games are like 25 to 30.
Oh yeah. Like Tribe 9, rest in peace. Tribe 9 gave you a pull per day of logging in. It gave you enough currency to equate to a whole ass pull.
Pulls, right? So that is terrible. But even just with the regular top up, this is crazy.
Yeah, now this is wild. And you know what I find really scumbaggy about this is the garbage shit that the real slimy ass gacha developers do. They've completely switched up the amount of the bullshit that they call it. Stella Knight Lumina, instead of just putting a full-blown, like, transparent price point there. They've switched it up, right? Which confuses a lot of people out there that just aren't that smart. God be with them. So they're like, 8,500, 80, oh my God, looks like a lot. People who can't do math. And they're thinking it's crazy, but it's a 300, not 160, right? Genshin Impact and Wonder Waves cost 160 per pull. This costs 300 per pull, which is almost double the cost of Wonder Waves and Genshin Impact. Only 20 shy from doubling the cost per pull. So then they raise this shit up, and some dipshit out there is thinking this is generous, probably because he doesn't do math. He's never done a math day in his life. He's only been jerking off to anime waifus his whole life. And so that's a sticky situation. And if you add this up, the top up, I already did the math. The top up double bonus, right? The bonus is 56 pulls. That's not even half of the pulls required to guarantee the character at the 120 pity mark. Furthermore, you might lose a 50-50 along the way and have to start on over. Oh my God, dude. This is diabolical, brother. Diabolical.
So if we look at this bad boy, $100, you get the double top up bonus like every other game. You're going to be getting under 30 pulls at base. So you're getting 60 pulls the first time. You're getting 30 pulls for $100.
The thing is, if you do 8,500 divided by 300, I believe it's 28.3 pulls. I don't know what, because you know, every single gacha game, they give you some little fucking currency up here. For like Wuwa, for case in point, I actually have it open right now because I was looking at it. For Wuwa, if you already topped up, you get 1,600 bonus right here, right? So you get a bonus 10 pull on top of that. And it equates to essentially a 50 pulls after you're done your top up bonus. I don't know what the resource is for this. So it's 28.3 pulls plus whatever bonus they put right here. If they don't put a bonus right there, I might pass out fucking laughing, bro.
And it's
but he's saying 30 pulls. So I'm just going to take them at face value.
120 pity, my guys.
And MTash doesn't know, I feel like, because they didn't mention it, that you could still lose the 50-50 before getting to the 120 pity. Maybe he does, though, and I don't know.
160 pity for the other one. It's 120 pity for the weapon. Getting one character is like $400.
I also heard that it takes 11 copies to max out a 4-star character. That's what I heard.
If you want to max dupe a character with the worst luck in the game, it's like $3,000 on a character, my gamers. And if you start looking into this context-wise, if you don't want to buy this, right? We're looking at like a year. Let's say 10 months from the $5 thing, right?
Okay, so we all know MTash is a professional light these gacha games up guy, right? But I think he is 1,000,000,000% valid here. I'm pretty sure he goes on and starts popping off. I only wanted to show off the informational piece from MTash because that was an important part to show you guys. I'll give my my thoughts on this in a bit, but what I want to show you next is just how many people. Look, this guy, right? Professor Darkness. That's a hell of a name. Yostar lied to everyone about Stella Sora. It's cooked. Pharaohs. Do at Night Abyss, Elemental, and oh wait, no, that's wrong shit, bro. Hold on, bro. Damn, bro was on the grind. He pumping them out. Hey, get it in, my boy. Nigga is locked in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 videos in one day. God damn it, Bobby. Okay. Yostar just ruined their reputation big time. Mean mug on them. Sticks. I fucking love Sticks, dog. It's here. Stella Sora just released and I'm obsessed. Next video, addressing Stella Sora's gacha rates in full currency. Oh, it's fucking awesome, bro. Before, no 50-50, 1,600 pull. After, 50-50, 3,000 pull. This needs to be reverted. And Sticks put out a twit longer on Twitter. We might go over that too. Ethan, trash. Stella Sora let greed ruin their game. I watched Ethan's video. He kind of like explained some of the similar things. But this, all I saw, I'm going to go right to it. This was enough for me to tell me that this game doesn't need to be played. Brother, who the fuck? What is this model design? It doesn't even look like the girl in the picture right here. This is the 2D model, and this is what she looks like right here. Bro, this is like a Temu ad, bro. They show you that shit, but what you get is that. This bitch look like Splackaron, bro. She don't look like Acheron. That's Splackaron. Splackaron stole the Trailblazer's bat and put that shit on her back as a weapon, bro. Holy shit, this game looks ass. All right, let's continue on. Anyways, Ethan popped off on it. And then another guy, Yostar. This level of greed is insane. $400 plus for 1 unit. Everybody is in unison about how dog shit this game's launch is. Now, the most diabolical thing that I've seen. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and read this just for pure entertainment. Stella Sora, a good game, but accompanied by the failure to implement kindness to players at the initial release and a corrupt and greedy system from the devs, reminds me of Black Beacon. Hopefully, Chaos Zero Nightmare and Do at Night Abyss don't repeat such pointless things like that. Well, these guys have already confirmed that they're doing better systems, right? Do at Night Abyss is shitting on all these games. Chaos Zero Nightmare is a massive upgrade from this Nightmare that you're looking at right now, which comes out tomorrow. And I'll tell you right now, fuck this game. Try out Chaos Zero Nightmare, bro. Especially if you're a card game fanatic. It's got card game implementation into a turn-based system. Non-sponsored, by the way, but worth absolutely trying out. Their system definitely has the 50-50. I'm not saying it's great, but it's a 50-50 with a much better structural resource acquisition, as well as what you're going to be able to achieve when the game launches. That's it. That's just my recommendation. Do what you guys want to do. I want to share my thoughts on all of this, because this is pretty crazy. And I don't want to turn this into a massive fucking yap fest. The thing that blows my mind about this game, and a lot of these gacha games, it never fails. Some moron out there in charge of the marketing, the monetary incentives, it never fucking fails. At the last minute of the launch, this fucking dipshit kills a game that they spent years working on because they get greedy. I don't understand this shit. How does this happen every goddamn time? Guys, this ain't even like you. Stella Sora's not even him. You are not that guy, little bro. You don't got the torch. You ain't got the juice like that. Even if you were him, you were that gacha game that every soul was looking forward to, this would still be the dumbest fucking play in the book to make. You made the dumbest play in the book to make as at best a B tier gacha game. And that's being nice, right? We got S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier in the back with Amber. Brother, at best, you are a B tier. Honestly, keeping it a stack, you're probably a C- tier gacha game. And you let greed speed run your ass to EOS. Now, that ain't happened yet. You might be able to establish yourself a cooked fucking audience. I was looking over here at the Twitch category, bro, and the top streamer, bro, has got the correction shit up in there, man. I don't know what's going on here, bro. No smoke up this guy's ass, but this is your top streamer right now, all right? The needs correction guy. All right, so I mean, that says a lot about what's going on in the Stella Sora community. I put out a poll saying if I get 10,000 yeses, I'll play Stella Sora myself. I shit didn't even get 3,000. And when I put out a poll for like anything like that's pretty like interesting, it's like 10,000 bare minimum, 20,000 if it's really hot. Got 3,000 votes. Half of them said no. Your Stella Sora trailer for the character that is on the banner right now is out here at 2.8K views in 2 hours. That's a modest 4,000 if we account the YouTube lag. You guys are unbelievably fucking cooked. And you know what? Well deserved. I have no sympathy for you fucking dipshits. My community, the smack community, I never tell you guys what to do, and I never will. My recommendation, fuck this game, okay? Do not touch it with a 10-foot pole. Wait on Duet Night Abyss and Chaos Zero Nightmare, one or the other if you can't afford to play both. This shit is not worth your time. They spat in your face. We have spent a lot of time, at least over here on the western side of the hemisphere, trying to improve the gacha space and all the garbage, gacha gambling garbage that's been implemented into these games. And we have been going in the right direction slowly but surely. But when a game like this comes along and tries to set back that progress that's been getting made in this space, trying to slowly but surely obliterate the fucking gacha and turn them into regular ass good games, it's not worth supporting. Absolutely not. If they try to sponsor me, I'm going to charge them 5 times the rate I normally charge any other sponsor. So if you see me doing a Stella Sora sponsor, I swear, God is my witness. God is my witness. I'm a faithful man. I charge them 5 times what I normally charge any other sponsor. That's a couple of nights in the Mr. Beast forest, boys. All right, word to my bald brother. That's a couple of nights in the Mr. Beast forest. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is normally I would, give sympathy to the developers. And I would say, I apologize. You guys have my empathy. I'm sure you're paired up with a dipshit fucking publisher. Get this, boys. YoStar is both the developer and publisher. I can't blame it on NetEase, Netmarble, Tencent. I can't blame it on whoever the fuck else. Konami, not that they're in gacha games. These dumb motherfuckers are to blame themselves. They only have themselves to blame. I rest my case. That is my reaction to this whole fiasco. Absolutely insane, diabolical launch. I hope these guys speed run to EOS.